RIP to the legendary Hulk Hogan. Unfortunately, yesterday he passed away early in the morning. And it was a heart attack. Over in the seat and trying not to have a debacle like the first try. But anyway, hello, this is Mr. Hornby 3. This is the Mr. Hornby 3 show. And today I'm going to be talking about most of the reveals we got at San Diego Comic-Con this year. Talk about some things that excited me. Talk about some things that disappointed me. And also I want to note, picked up Mrs. Voorhees yesterday, so Pamela Voorhees picked her up yesterday. But anyway, I guess since, in honor of Hulk Hogan's passing, I guess we'll talk about the wrestling figure stuff first. And we got a lot of big wrestling figure news yesterday. One of the biggest things that we got was the fact that... Oh crap, I forgot to put a title on it. I'll do a title in post-production. But one of the biggest news items we got is that Mattel is making LJN figures because they got the license of LJN. I guess they acquired them recently. And those LJN Mattel figures look really, really good. And what they do for the Coliseum collections, because the Coliseum collection figures were kind of like their version of the freaking old LJN style figures. We're still going to make those. Those are going to be ringside exclusive from here on in. So hallelujah, you don't have to buy them from freaking Mattel Creations. Because I'll tell you what, my experience with Mattel Creations earlier in the year really sucked. I ordered the frickin' Chase Rick Rude, and at first they couldn't find my order, and then when they did find my order, they ended up giving me the wrong Rick Rude. They gave me the regular version. But yeah, so now, hello. So now, the freaking Coliseum collectors are no longer Mattel Creations exclusives, and those LJN figures look really good. Hello. But I'll tell you what, they had some other exciting news, and you know what? I talked about it in my preview video a few days ago about how I want to see more Stone Colds like this with the new body mold. Well, I got my wish with Mattel because Mattel revealed a 3-pack with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Ken Shamrock from the WrestleMania 13 match, which I was very excited about because, and it's a newly molded Stone Cold, and he's getting a cloth goods leather vest. I think it's going to be like, kind of like the way they make the, like they made the old Sting jackets when they still had the rights to Sting. Other news we got, we've seen a lot of new stuff. One of the things I was hoping to see, because I was going to talk about it in the video too. I was going to talk about some of the current stuff because, yeah, I usually don't talk a lot about the current stuff, but some of the things they revealed for the current stuff, oh, it's been pretty good. Just upset about Hulk Hogan passing, but, well, actually shocked, because I thought Hulk Hogan would live forever, but, yeah. But one of the ones I want to see a Gunther with the new WWE World Heavyweight title. They revealed a Gunther with the new WWE World Heavyweight title. They revealed a few new John Cena's. They revealed King Kong Bundy. They didn't reveal Elite Demolition or Ultimate Demolition, but then again, they might have. I just didn't see any panels today. I'll watch some of the panels tomorrow. But, and I'll talk about that next Friday. But they did reveal Superstars Demolition figures. They revealed Axe, Smash, and Crush. So they're going to be in the Superstars line. before they hit the Elites and Ultimates. They didn't reveal Elite Demolition or Ultimate Demolition, but then again, they might have. I just didn't see any panels today. I'll watch some of the panels tomorrow. But, and I'll talk about that next Friday. But they did reveal Superstars Demolition figures. They revealed Axe, Smash, and Crush. So they're going to be in the Superstars line before they hit the Elites and Ultimates. We were supposed to get an Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan, but because of the unfortunate passing of Hulk Hogan, I guess they pulled all the Hulk Hogan stuff off, because Hulk Hogan was also going to be in that new LJN set that Mattel's making. But the first wave is going to have John Cena, King Kong Bundy, I think, and who else? I don't know. And they revealed some of the new legends, such as, they revealed a new Stone Cold. Again, I talked about I wanted to see the SCU Stone Cold again, and we did get the SCU Stone Cold again. I'm hoping that the blue strap championship that comes with this version of the SCU Stone Cold is going to be in the next one of the next Legend lines. Hoping it comes with the block logo on the Big Eagle belt, because originally the blue version of the Big Eagle had the block logo. It did not have the scratch logo. And this one with the Stone Cold here has the scratch logo. Hello. See a lot of people saying hi in the chat. Yeah, they had the scratch logo. And this one didn't have the scratch logo. What else did they reveal? Oh yeah, they revealed the next Coliseum collection as well, and it's Jesse the Body Ventura, and it's gonna be King Kong Bundy, which is pretty awesome. I can't. Oh, thank you for subscribing. And so King Kong Bundy and Jesse Ventura will be in the next Coliseum collection, which is pretty awesome, because we haven't seen King Kong Bundy in quite a while. They also revealed some Hacksaw Jim Duggan figures. They revealed the next WrestleMania and Royal Rumble sets, I think it was, which revealed another John Cena. It was a John Cena from this year's WrestleMania, or Royal Rumble, not WrestleMania. What else did they reveal? They showed off the new Monday Night War figures, and another figure I was excited about when I seen was going to be in the next Monday Night Wars line, after the one with Albert and all them. The next one is going to have Steve Motherfucker Blackman in it, which is awesome. He's coming with the hardcore title. It's also going to have 6. There's also one coming up with a big Bubba Build-A-Figure set. Let's see, what else? They revealed a full image of the Michelle McCool figure with the broken women's title. We're getting a new Trish Stratus. We're also getting a new China with the Intercontinental title. So that's pretty exciting. And I can't wait to see how that looks when it comes out. What else? Shoot. They revealed a ton of stuff. It's like so much stuff. I don't even know if I'll be able to talk about all of it, because I got to move on to AEW Jazzwares and then talk about the NECA stuff, talk about the McFarlane stuff, and something big that they revealed for the G.I.Joe figures, which I was very excited for. Yeah, very cool. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's some of the notes for the WWE Mattel stuff. Like I said, they revealed so much stuff, I couldn't cover it all. But John Cena is going to be a part of the LJN wave. I know he's one of them. And see, the next one will have Stone Cold. Boy, I can't wait to see those in stores. LJ, I can't wait to see them and see how they look and how Mattel did them and everything. Because I heard they're pretty nice. So next up, let's get it. Oh yeah, they also revealed a new Sid for the Monday Night Wars line. It's from the scene where Goldberg destroyed his car and then he jumped on top of it and was yelling and screaming at the end of Nitro. So I was pretty excited to see that. I wish he would have been in his wrestling gear, but hey, it is what it is. We'll just have to wait. They also revealed a new SmackDown ring, and it's coming with a Jacob Fatu figure, and it's pretty much the same Jacob Fatu from the most recent Elite line, but it's an Ultimate form. They also revealed the Ultimate Umaga. They revealed a new Ultimate Edition AJ Styles. They revealed the next Monday Night Wars figure that's coming after Kurt Angle, because they already revealed Kurt Angle. So we're going to get Scott Steiner next, which I'm hoping to find out in Walmart. I don't want to have to track that sucker down. to track that down or buy it off the freaking, eBay or whatever, like I had to do with the Lex Luger. But they revealed Diamond Dallas Page the night that he turned down the NWO, where he made it look like he was going to join the NWO, and then he just pulled him in and diamond cuttered him. And a lot of people, maybe the next one after that might be a Biker Undertaker, because they had a lot of Biker Takers. They had a basic one, they had the Legends one, and they had quite a few other ones. And one more thing before I move on to Jazzwares, and then I go on to NECA and McFarlane and Hasbro and all that. They revealed the next wave of Ultimate Editions, which is Jey Uso, Penta. I'm trying to think of who the other one is. But then, on preview night, they had a new version of the Winged Eagle belt. They retooled the Winged Eagle belt, which is something I think a lot of people were looking forward to ever since Mattel started doing them Winged Eagle belts. They retooled it. They gave it the third side plate, hoping the Big Eagle gets the treatment next. But I thought it'd be like a Shawn Michaels, a Hulk Hogan, an Ultimate Warrior. Maybe they got a deal back with the Macho Man, but that wasn't the case. It ended up being Cody Rhodes from the Saturday Night Main Event show when Cody brought the Winged Eagle out back for that one night. So based off that replica Winged Eagle belt. But, you know what? Still looks nice. I hope that's how they're going to do the Winged Eagle belts from here on in. When Mattel makes Winged Eagle belts for some of these other characters, like that Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan that got pulled because, his unfortunate passing. And they didn't want to feel like they were, capitalizing on Hogan's death, so they pulled his stuff. But I'm hoping that's how they make the Winged Eagle from here on in, because the current Winged Eagle's fine. I think it's a little too wide. It was small and thin. So making it smaller and thinner is what they need to do with the Winged Eagle belt. And that's exactly how that Defining Moments one looks that comes with Cody Rhodes. And I know a lot of people probably going to buy the Cody from that because of that belt. So, yeah. Pretty nice new retooling of the Winged Eagle. And I'm looking forward to seeing that too. Alright, now let's move on to AEW Jazzwares, because they reviewed a few things. They revealed they got a new... they showed off a lot of new stuff coming out, no new surface things. They did show off a new Jeff Jarrett. They showed off the Okada. They showed off a new Samoa Joe with a new version, with the updated version of the AEW World Championship, with the side plate nameplates now. And it's the first one's coming with Samoa Joe, so it's going to have Samoa Joe nameplates. But pretty excited about that. They revealed, I think they're coming out with an Adam Copeland Christian Cage 2-pack, where Adam Copeland has the, what's the name of that frickin' thing he was using? I think it was like a baseball bat or 2x4 with barbed wire in it. They revealed that. Then they revealed another Mercedes Moné coming with the TBS title and all that stuff. And they revealed quite a few other AEW figures, so really excited for AEW figures coming out soon too. Like I always say when I talk about the fact we got WWE figures and AEW figures on toy shelves these days, it is a good time to be a wrestling figure fan, because you got AEW and you got WWE, and they're doing pretty well with their figures. WWE is a little bit, better quality than the AEW figures, but the AEW figures ain't that bad, so, they're still pretty good. Oh yeah, one more thing, and, I'm going to talk about. They revealed another Ruthless Aggression Triple H with the all blue trunks and the blue boots, coming with a big gold belt. I was excited about it first, but then all the images came out and he has a beard. And this version of Triple H does not have a beard. Ruthless Aggression version, early Ruthless Aggression versions of Triple H did not have a beard. That was Attitude Era and that. Especially when he was wearing gear like this. Triple H did not have a beard when he was wearing different colored trunks during his reign of terror. So I can't believe I guess they feel like, well, we got the SummerSlam figure. People could buy two of that and swap the head with the new Legend one that's coming out with the beard and put that on the freaking other SummerSlam one to make a early 2002 Triple H figure before he shaved his beard with the Iron Cross. But I was excited for that figure first, but then when I seen the beard, it kind of turned me off, and of course, frickin' thing's falling. I'll pick them up in a minute. It's a frickin' Batman figure. But anyway, hold on, give me a sec. Pick these figures up. Stupid frickin' figure. Always falling. Ugh. Wow, $50. Cool. Next time you. Yeah. Give me a sec to put these Hogans back up. Fucking figures are stale. Fucking Batman figure. Well, starting to regret picking up this frickin' '89 Batman. Should have waited until we got an announcement for the '89 Batman wave. So let me get these figures back up. Fucking '89 Batman. Falling everywhere. Get back in my seat. Alright. Now back to business. So yeah, that's all the rest of the figure news. Now I'm going to jump into McFarlane Toys. We saw a few new things from McFarlane Toys. We see other stuff we already knew about, like the Superman movie figures, the Page Puncher stuff, and all that stuff. The thing I was looking forward to with McFarlane Toys, and that was, I was looking forward to seeing if he was going to reveal any more Mortal Kombat figures. Now, I didn't see his panel, maybe he did. But the only ones they had are the ones that have already been announced. And then after that, they revealed a new Reptile. They revealed a Melina and Sub-Zero 2-pack. And we're getting Katana in Wave 1, so that's pretty good. We're also getting those modern day versions of Mortal Kombat figures that McFarlane's making. Heck, that game's a couple years old, but he's making them now. What else did they reveal? Let's see. And then, like, they revealed a new Peacemaker figure. Peacemaker Season 2 is coming up at the end of August. But it's going to be a part of that new deluxe movie theatrics line that I guess he's coming up with, because he's doing the Batman Returns figures in that too. And speaking of the Batman Returns figure, we did find out that we are going to get that Batman Returns wave this fall. I guess he delayed it because the Superman movie came out. You know, there might have been still a few issues with the likenesses and that. But I really like the figures. I've seen somebody earlier crapping on a Christopher Walken Max Shrek's figure. I don't think it looks that bad. I think it looks decent. But I gotta say, I cannot wait till those hit the stores, because I'm picking up all 4 of them. Might even pick up that GameStop exclusive as well, with Penguin and his duck vehicle. Because it just looks awesome. Now hopefully McFarlane will announce a Batman '89 wave. They also revealed the new King Kong versus, I think it was Godzilla versus Superman. They also had a Godzilla versus Wonder Woman. King Kong versus, I think it's Batman or something. And he revealed some old school Super Friends figures. He revealed a lot of stuff, but a lot of McFarlane stuff we knew about before Comic-Con, because it got leaked. So, yeah, how long has this video been? Almost 20 minutes? Yeah. But some of the stuff that McFarlane was going to have at Comic-Con, like the school system and that, were already leaked, so we kind of knew what all we were getting with McFarlane. And I don't think he showed too much more. Like I said, I didn't catch any of the panels. If they did show some stuff in the panels, I'll talk about it next Friday when I do my playthrough of Ninja Gaiden. But McFarlane Toys, I think they did a really nice job on getting. Oh yeah, we're finally going to get a new bald Moxley from the Death Riders run. You can't see the Moxley because he's like way off in the side behind the Hulk Hogan 85 figure. So yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, they revealed a Piper's Pit 3-pack. It has Paul Orndorff and it has Bob Orton with him. So that's exciting too. I can't believe I forgot to mention that one. But hey, it's what it is. Now let's move on to Hasbro and G.I. Joe. And like I said, I didn't see Hasbro's panel yet, so I don't know. Maybe they revealed some more stuff. Same with the Mattel WWE stuff. But Mattel had already revealed so much stuff on preview night, it's like kind of hard to keep up with everything. But I will say, the thing that excited me the most from Hasbro is they finally pulled the trigger on it, and they finally made a member of Cobra Law. And I think it's going to be it's going to be a whole, it's going to be in all the retail stores and all that. And honestly, I think it's awesome that they did reveal Pythona. As for Marvel Legends stuff, I went to a press with Marvel Legends stuff. We did get some X-Men 97 news. We got, what is it, Wave 3? Yeah, they revealed Wave 3, which is going to have Cable, Wolverine in street clothes, Morph, Jubilee, Sunspot, and the thing about the Morph, he's coming with the Gyric head, so like when you switch his head, it's coming with the old school Morph head from the original animated series, but it's also coming with the Harry Gyric head from the first episode where he's sitting there teasing Cyclops, and first he transforms into the Professor, and then he transforms into Gyric, and freaking Cyclops is like, Morph, quit being a jerk. So yeah, we're getting Morph with the Gyric head. They revealed Savage Land figures, which all the other stuff was already out there in the news. They revealed a new Gameverse. They revealed a Juggernaut. He's fighting some one-eyed alien thing. I think it's the thing they had in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness that Doctor Strange fought at the beginning. They're also going to have Wolverine and Silver Samurai for the Gamerverse figures. They also revealed a Venom, but I don't like how the Venom looks. It's going to be Venom against Captain America, so I don't like it. They revealed their Fantastic Four figures, the first step figures, which I'll probably talk about that and how it might be setting up a future Age of Apocalypse movie, because of the fact that Reed Richards and Susan Storm has their kid in this first Fantastic Four movie. So I don't know, and their kid was a big part of the Age of Apocalypse. I think he's also a part of Onslaught as well. But yeah, so that's pretty much most of the Marvel news stuff. The most exciting thing from Hasbro that they announced that I know of so far is the Pythona. Now all we need is Galavias, we need a new Serpentor, and a couple other ones. But I was pretty excited about that. So yeah, hopefully those things are awesome. And hopefully McFarlane did reveal some new Mortal Kombat figures in his panel today. Like I said, I'll find out. Alright, now that we talked about Hasbro, now that we talked about WWE and AEW, let's get into the company that got me back into toy collecting, and that's NECA. And boy, did NECA come out good. I do have one problem with one thing they came out with. I'll talk about that in a minute. And if you saw my video Monday, you're going to know why I'm upset about that. But anyway. First off, let's talk about the 2012 Ninja Turtle figures NECA made. Those things look beautiful. They look fantastic. They look great. That is why I am hoping that NECA will get the rights to do the 2003 Ninja Turtles, because, oh man, those 2012 figures just look amazing. And unlike with the original animated series, they're going to have them in single packs. They're not going to be in double packs like the original animated series ones were. So, pretty excited about those. Now to the old school cartoons, as I mentioned it. They revealed the two things that interested me about the old school cartoon one. And then I'll talk about one that excited my friend Heavy Metal Turtle. But, the Bebop and Rocksteady, Granny Bebop and Baby Rocksteady. And you know what? I thought it was so funny they revealed those on preview night because I just watched that episode where Bebop dressed up like the granny and Rocksteady was the baby. It's a funny episode. It was like part of some plan for Shredder to do something to the turtles, but yeah, I mean, oh yeah, it was to get the cookies with the reverse mutagen so the turtles could turn to human or something like that. Yeah, that's what that episode was about. But then they showed off another two of my favorites, which is Toka and Razor. And they made them in robot form now. Now, one of the head guys at NECA said he seen some guy who customized them, and then he got in contact with that guy so he could make them for them. And the Robo Toka and Razor looks pretty cool. Even better than the original Toka and Razor cartoon figures they made. They're not as good as the movie Toka and Razor figures, but they're a little bit better than the original cartoon Toka and Razor figures they came out with a few years ago. And I really like that. And, yeah. And then they showed off some Archie Comics stuff from Turtles, and they showed off Ace Duck. I forgot what the other thing is, some kind of dog thing. But then they had a Garfield and frickin' Odie figure with those turtles with a stack of pizza. And it was from a crossover they did in the comics, and I was pretty excited to see a Garfield figure. I haven't seen Garfield figures in a long time. We haven't seen nothing from Garfield since, like, what, that last attempt at a movie, which was a few years ago. And I don't think that movie did so well. But, yeah, I mean, the Garfield movie... the Garfield figure and Odie figure look good. I usually don't buy the comic stuff, but I might just buy the Garfield and Odie and just put them with my cartoon turtles and be like, heck with it. But, yeah, I mean, they were pretty cool looking. And, you know, I can't wait till those hit stores. Then they showed off a re-release. Well, it's kind of a re-release. Well, it is a re-release. A re-release of the first Turtles movie pack like they did the first time they had the first movie Turtle figures put out. But the only difference is this time they put the Splinter from that scene where they're all at the fire and they're praying to, you know, talk to Splinter, and Splinter talks to them through the fire and all that. So that looks like that's going to be pretty epic, pretty cool. I mean, I already got my movie Turtles, and, you know, so I don't know if I'll be picking those up again. But it's going to be nice to see that they're putting that full set together. Because the Splinter thing, what was it, like a Loot Crate special or something like that? Yeah, it was Loot Crate. And, yeah. It was pretty nice. That figure looked pretty nice. If I find the figure individually, I might buy it. With the pieces to it, I might buy it. Because I already got my 4 movie Turtles. So I don't need the movie Turtles for part 1 again. I was hoping they put out the part 2 pack again, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait to that, because like what, next year will be the 35th anniversary of the second movie, but they did this because of the 35th anniversary of the first movie. In fact, the first movie I think is going to be in theaters like, I think next Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. Yeah, so pretty exciting, nice figures. Can't wait to see what else they do with those figures. But yeah. Alright, now let's get to the horror stuff. So we got to see the first glimpse of Savini Jason, and boy does that figure look amazing. I cannot wait till I get some stores. I'm going to freaking buy that figure, because I'll be honest with you, I liked Savini Jason in the Friday 13th game. Now I wasn't able to get him because I didn't back the game when it first came out, because I didn't think it would be that good. But then when I finally played it, I'm like, man, this game's amazing. It's great. Can't wait to play it more. And hopefully we get an announcement that they're going to bring it back by the end of this year. But anyway, or at least remaster it. I don't know. Either way, I'll be excited because that game, I love that game. I mean, especially with the fact we're going to get a Hellraiser game. I don't know if it's this year or next year, but we're getting a Hellraiser game too, which I did a short on that Tuesday. Yeah. Then we get to the Halloween figures. You know what? I was cool with the freaking H2O figure. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm glad they're making an H2O figure. But then, right next to the H2O figure and the parts this figure, which you see I got right here, right next to that was Halloween Resurrection, Michael Myers. Oh my god, oh my god. The figure looks good. The box art on it looks good. I don't know. Y'all heard what I said I was going to do if I see the Halloween Resurrection figure on the in the frickin' stores. It was a joke, but yeah. Y'all heard what I was going to do if that happened. If we were getting Resurrection. Now, maybe they announced part 1 Michael Myers figure. That'd be nice to see. Maybe they announced a part 4, part 4 and 5 Michael Myers figure. Yeah, maybe they announced the remake figures. I don't know, but oh, Halloween Resurrection. Oh God, I can't get away from that movie, can I? I hate that movie so much. I hate that movie with a passion. And I never say I hate a movie. I may say I dislike a movie, or I don't like it, or I think it's overrated or something, but I've never said I hated a movie the way I hated Halloween Resurrection. That movie was hot freaking garbo. And, the figure though looks nice. I don't know. Hopefully they give us Halloween figures from better movies. And I know a lot of people think the remakes suck. I kind of like the remakes. I like 1 and 2. And the reason why is because they were better than Resurrection. They washed the bad taste of Halloween Resurrection out of my mouth. Yeah, the first half was annoying of the movie. But you know what? After that, it was all fine for me. It was an all good movie for me. After the first half, it was fine. But then, oh man, Resurrection, there is nothing about Resurrection I like. And there's nothing I will ever like about Halloween Resurrection. Ugh. Why, NECA? Why you torturing me, man? Say like, I guess Mrs. Voorhees hates frickin' Halloween Resurrection too because she fell down. Anyway, thank God she didn't knock over any of the figures. She just fell backwards. But, yeah, Halloween Resurrection figure. Them Sesame Street figures, they look really good. I really like how the Sesame Street figures look. But you know what? Not really interested in collecting them. I see the Burt on the shelf all the time. And yeah, I've watched Sesame Street as a kid like a lot of other people did, One of my favorite characters from the show was the Count. Especially every time he takes 7, he'd be like, 7, 7, But they revealed Grover. They revealed, I think the guy's name Bluey or something like that. They revealed Big Bird. Big Bird looked nice. I might buy Big Bird. I mean, Big Bird was what? The mascot of that show anyway? Oscar the Grouch also looked good. He's one of my favorite characters too. But yeah, I might buy Big Bird. Big Bird, looks pretty cool. Also, Mattel, going back to Mattel, I believe they revealed some Master of the Universe 2002 figures. Hasbro also revealed some, a box set with the Ghostbusters with the Ecto-1 and Ghostbusters with the Ecto-2 from Ghostbusters 1 and 2. And they revealed a few other things, but back to NECA, yeah, the Sesame Street figures are great. I'm excited to see. And like I said, the only one I might pick up is Big Bird, maybe Oscar the Grouch, maybe the Count. I don't know. But, yeah, definitely. I know I'll definitely pick up Big Bird. I was a Big Bird fan as a kid. I like Big Bird. But, yeah. So, pretty exciting. Like I said, I did see their panel. I know they revealed that in one of the next upcoming waves, we're going to get Splinter, Casey Jones, and we're going to get Slash from the 2012 Turtles. And the Slash looks great, the Master Splinter looks good, and the Casey Jones looks good. looks just like the Casey Jones from that cartoon. But yeah, they look great. I can't wait to see them. I hope next year we get an announcement for frickin' 2003 Turtles from NECA. Because the Super 7 ones, which I'm going to talk about Super 7 here in a minute, Super 7 ones just look terrible. But on the Super 7, one of the big reveals they had was they did reveal the next wave of their 2003 Ninja Turtles. I think it was like Wave 4 or something. I ain't even seen any other waves in the stores anywhere. And usually Comic the Games would have Super 7 stuff like that. I didn't see any 2003 Turtles. I've only seen reviews of them on TV from like, not TV, YouTube. But I've seen like Matt Hatter review them. Seen a couple other people that's had some reviews of them, but yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'm never going to buy the Super 7 2003 Turtles. Now, if NECA makes them, and they look as good as the frickin' 2012 figures and how good they've done with the animated series Turtles, I might buy them. But then, yeah. Mondo revealed, they revealed a new Superman, a new Two-Face. Those things look nice, but God, Mondo figures are so expensive, so I don't buy them. And plus, they're bigger figures, so I'm not big on the bigger figures. Like, I wanted those out real Ghostbusters that Mondo made, and they're like, I think they're 6-inch scale, but they're still about $100 to $200 for just one figure. I'm like, man, no, I ain't paying that. Screw that. That is way too much. Those Ghostbuster figures look good. I ain't paying that much. Especially one at the Sam Hain, because the Sam Hain just looked so amazing. Which they revealed, I think, last year's Comic-Con. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. And we did get to see what the bulletproof vest looked like. Somebody showed it off. I forgot who did. But it does look really nice. Might have been Pixel Dan or something. But yeah, it looks really nice. I like how that frickin' thing looks. I think Mondo's also making 2002 He-Man figures as well. And I think they're going to be 6 inches, but they're probably going to be super pricey. So I'm not doing that. And the Mattel ones I'm cool with, because I don't think we've seen like 2002 Master Universe figures since the original show aired. But, yeah. We also got a crossover between Thundercats and He-Man from Mattel. Which, yeah, that's something else I forgot to talk about too. I'll go back to those. I'll go back to them when I talk about some of these other things that were revealed. What else? Yeah, Mondo. They revealed a lot of good stuff. They revealed a animated series, Mr. Sinister. Looks really nice. Like I said, it's super big. I don't like super big figures, and plus they're super expensive, so I ain't gonna be able to buy them anyway. So yeah, there's no way. And plus, I already got my animated series, Mr. Sinister. I got a comic book one, and I got the animated series one. So I'm happy with those. Now, you know, if they come out with another Mr. Sinister, like an X-Men 97 scale, I might get another one. I don't know. Then, I don't know. I already got my definitive Mr. Sinister. So, yeah. But, yeah. Mondo came out there hot and heavy. But, I didn't see anything from Jada Toys yet, so I don't know what all Jada Toys have revealed. Probably some new awesome Street Fighter figures. Hopefully movie figures, like I said. Like, I'd like to see Street Fighter movie figures, but probably won't. What else? I think, what else was revealed? A lot of Masters of the Universe stuff got revealed, I know that. Oh, yeah! People that made the Biker Mice from Mars figures, they are coming out with a Wave 2 of the Biker Mice from Mars figures. I'm pretty excited. Now look, if I had space and I had the money for it, I would buy the Biker Mice from Mars figures. Because they look awesome. I loved the cartoon as a kid. But, yeah, I just can't afford all that. You know. But, really excited to see more Biker Mice from Mars figures being made. And it's made by the same people that made the other ones. I think mask figures got revealed. I forgot who revealed those, but yeah, they got revealed. I remember Mask vaguely, but you know, I only remember it vaguely. I've seen it a few times. I didn't watch it as much as other people might have. Yeah, I think. Oh, SH Fig Arts, they revealed a new Goku, which was an interesting one. Man, 40 minutes already. Well, I'm almost to the end anyway, so this video will probably run the length as a normal live stream usually does when we do a playthrough. But, yeah. Mask figures revealed. Yeah, I think that's all the toys news I've seen thus far. I was super busy yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to really sit down and watch it all. But, you know, plus, you know, I'm still coming over the shock of Hulk Hogan passing away, because I found out when I was in Newport. I'm like, man, it's just shocking. Like I said, I thought Hulk Hogan was going to live forever. But, you know, when you do steroids, you mess with drugs at that time. A lot of those wrestlers from that time have passed away. I think Hulk Hogan was like one of the last few, him and Ric Flair. And Lex Luger, one of the last few for pretty much that era that are still alive. Now Hogan's unfortunately gone. But the Ultimate Edition figure they revealed, it was going to be another yellow and red Hulk Hogan, but it wasn't the one I was hoping for. The one I was hoping for was the pre-NWO WCW Hulk Hogan with the WCW logos and his wristband and all that stuff, the shirts, bandana, the trunks. But, you know, like I said, they pulled it because they didn't want people feeling like they're trying to capitalize off of Hulk Hogan's passing. Yeah, I may not have thought much of Hulk Hogan as a person, but I was a big Hulkamaniac as a kid, and I'm sad to see one of my heroes, him and the Ultimate Warrior, were my two favorites. And they're both gone now. Macho Man was also one of my favorites too, and he's gone too, so that's crazy. Now things happen. But yeah, I think Warrior might have been a little bit younger than Hogan when he passed. Same with Macho Man. But you know, you live that hard lifestyle in wrestling, and it happens. Look at guys like British Bulldog and that. They're no longer here. You know, Hulk. Animal just recently passed away a few years ago. Sabu, Terry Funk, Scott Hall. Now here Kevin Nash got health issues. At least Ric Flair right now is cancer free, so that's good. But yeah, all my childhood wrestling heroes are gone. And yeah, when you think about the two biggest names of wrestling, well, there are actually three, and they're all from the WWE. You got Stone Cold Steve Austin, you got Hulk Hogan, and you got The Rock. And honestly, if it wouldn't have been for Hulk Hogan, I don't think anybody would have ever liked wrestling, ever. Also, if it wouldn't have been for Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold probably wouldn't have got the push he got toward the end of '97 and going into '98 either. Because, you know, the NWO was, you know, one of the things that was helping WCW kill WWF in the Monday Night War. I mean, it's just sad to hear that Hogan passed. But like I say, you live that hard lifestyle, stuff like that happens. But I was a Hulkamaniac. I got to watch Hulk Hogan a lot as a kid. I was a big fan of Hulk Hogan. And yeah, I was one of the kids that got upset when Hogan went bad. But then, you know, I realized, well, you know what? He's a lot cooler as a bad guy now, too. So, yeah. Plus, like you said, like, you know, Solid Monster always jokes about how Hulk Hogan was a heel disguised as a babyface. Well, yeah, you can kind of see that. But, yeah, man, it's just crazy, man. I will say one thing. Hulk Hogan has the honor and privilege of saying he was the last WWF champion. He was the first WWF champion. And he was the last WWF champion. And he was the first WWE champion. So Hogan's got to have, you know... And yeah, I know Billy... Or not... Yeah, was freaking. I know someone else was the first ever WWF champion, but that was WWF. And before Hogan won that belt, I believe they were still, and the big green belt, especially if you play the games, the big green belt was called the WWF Championship, the Worldwide Wrestling Federation Championship. So Hogan was the last WWF champion. He was the freaking first WWF champion, last WWF champion, and first ever WWE champion. And that's a pretty good accomplishment for someone like Hulk Hogan. But, you know, so, I don't know. But before I go, just want to talk about one more thing. So the crossover figures this year for Mattel and WWE are Street Fighter. I guess because there's a lot of WWE wrestlers that's going to be in the Street Fighter movie. We got freaking Roman Reigns is Akuma. Cody Rhodes is playing Guile. And I think another wrestler is playing some other character. But they revealed some Street Fighter WWE figures. They have, I think it was Rock, the Final Boss as Bison, John Cena as Guile, which would make sense if they got John Cena to play Guile, because John Cena is a little jacked more than Cody is, and Guile was pretty jacked. So yeah, Guile from Street Fighter. But the one that I was excited about is Batista as Sagat. That's pretty cool. Now they made Bianca Belair as Cammy. Hey, okay, yeah. That'd be nice if, you know, Bianca Belair had a butt like Cammy. But she don't. But yeah. Long video. Live stream. Let me know your guys, like, you know, guys, let me know in the comments. Is there anything I might have missed from WWE, Farland, Hasbro, all that stuff? Also, let me know what excited you about the Comic-Con reveals. But, you know, before I go, too, I also want to say I was disappointed that we did not get more Mortal Kombat figure reveals. I was really looking forward to that, because I want to see characters like Quan Chi, Shao Kahn, all that stuff. So I was disappointed we didn't see any of those. I was also disappointed, you know, that some of the stuff I wanted to see from WWE and AEW really didn't come to fruition. But hey, the things that did come to fruition I was pretty excited for. I was kind of hoping we'd get an announcement about a new Batman 89 wave, but we didn't. And I was hoping to get more Halloween figure reveals. I think the Art the Clown figures look pretty good, and the Beetlejuice figures look pretty good that NECA's making. But yeah, we didn't get. We got Art the Clown, we got American Werewolf, we got the Howling reveals, we got a couple other things. But, you know, I was excited about all the Stone Cold reveals and all the reveals they had. I would have been excited about the Ruthless Aggression Triple H had he not had the beard. If they wouldn't have put the frickin' beard on him, that would have been a great figure. And I would have probably, that would have been one of the ones I would have been looking for that Legend Wave. Now, I don't know what version of the big gold they were having come with him. I don't know if it's going to be the newly tooled one, or if it's going to be the frickin' old WWE version. I don't know. Also, pretty disappointed we didn't get, you know, Elite reveal or Ultimate Edition reveals of Demolition. Really, those were what I was really looking for. They did reveal a Kona Crush, and like I said, a bunch of Hacksaw Jim Duggins. And we didn't get no new Goldberg figure reveal either, which was kind of disappointing. But all the other stuff was pretty exciting to see. Just, I wish they would have revealed some few other things I was hoping for. And I wish, we really would have got a reveal of that ECW line. But you know what? They still got Ringside Fest left. Maybe they'll show stuff like that off at Ringside Fest. But that's not till October. Anyway, I also got to say, I jumped the gun. I'm not going to jump right into the Halloween theme month yet. I'm going to wait until the beginning of the week. After that, but I'll have some other topic video to talk. I'll probably talk about the invasion angle for WWE. And what was the other thing I said I was going to talk about? I don't know. I'll think about it over the weekend. But yeah. Anyway, that'll do it. I'll see you guys next Friday for the playthrough of Ninja Gaiden. Like I said, I'll probably play the Nintendo and the freaking Xbox version. I'll probably play the Xbox version first. See if I can finally beat those things I've been trying to beat. And then I'll probably play the Nintendo version. Another thing disappointed me because the other two X-Men 97 waves kind of revealed characters that were going to be in season 1, but we didn't get no reveals of characters that's going to be in season 2 yet. So that makes me wonder what they're going to do with X-Men 97 season 2. I just hope they don't ruin it. Just please don't ruin it. Season 1 was great. Hopefully season 2 could be good again. And I hope they stay with the story that was going to be told under Bo DeMaio still. So I hope so. And the only other thing that disappointed me, there wasn't more Halloween figure reveals. Or Predator. Well, there was some Predator reveals. I think the Badlands figure and the Samurai Predator from Killers of Kill. Or Killer of Killers. That's pretty much it. We did get the new trailer and find out when Demon Slayer is coming out. I was also hoping to get a new trailer for X-Men 97 Season 2, but we didn't get that. We got a new Batman animated movie announced. And a couple other things. I think some game stuff too. But, yeah. Also, McFarlane revealed as Zatanna. But it's a Elite Edition, whatever that means. But, yeah. That'll do it. I'll catch you guys later. This video is 53 minutes. Same as a normal live stream. I'll see you guys next Friday for the live stream playthrough. Peace out. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. My thoughts and prayers go out to his friends, family, and other fans like me that were Hulkamaniacs as kids. Catch you guys later. Peace out.